The president of Panama is now striking back against Donald Trump's threats with very powerful words. The president of Panama is saying, absolutely under no circumstances, Donald Trump, do you invade our sovereign country and take away the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal belongs to the people of Panama. And while people here in Panama may have some disagreements on political issues, we all agree that our sovereignty as the country of Panama is sacred. How dare you now? The president of Panama, Jose Raul Molino, now joins a growing list of other world leaders who have struck back at Donald Trump, I think recognizing Trump's small stick or micro stick foreign policy. Act loud and obnoxious, but back down when a leader stands strongly and powerfully for the sovereignty of their nation, right? We saw Claudia Sheinbaum, the president of Mexico, do this. Justin Trudeau, the prime minister of Canada, threatened retaliatory taxes. Heck, the prime minister of the Bahamas previously struck back against Donald Trump. But let's zoom in right now about what's going on in Panama. You saw my other video where we talked about Donald Trump making posts saying that if Panama didn't give America preferential access and treatment to the Panama Canal, then America would take it back. Govern yourself or guide yourself accordingly, is what Donald Trump said to Panama. How are you going to take it back? You're going to invade Panama? Is that your plan, Donald Trump? Well, here, the president of Panama said the country's independence and sovereignty is non-negotiable. Ana Navarro Cardenas writes, this is the president of Panama, Jose Raul Molino, responding to Trump's ridiculous threats regarding the Panama Canal. Quote, Panamanians may have different views on many issues, but when it comes to our canal and our sovereignty, we will all unite under our Panamanian flag, said Molino. He added that, quote, every square meter of the Panama Canal and the surrounding area belongs to Panama and will continue belonging so. The tariffs are not set at a whim, he stated, and he also explained that Panama has expanded the canal to increase shipping traffic, quote, on its own initiative, and the tariffs help pay for it. Now, one of the things I want to mention here as well is that diplomatic relations between China and Panama, as I stated in my other video, started in 2017 when Donald Trump was first in office during the first debacle of a Trump administration. So if Trump wants to argue or criticize the influence of China, it happened when you were in office and you were too busy doing tweets or whatever, the golfing, to focus on what was going down. President Xi took his first formal diplomatic visit to Panama in 2018 and then helped invest billions of dollars into the Panamanian economy in areas near the Panama Canal. And Panama severed its ties with Taiwan in favor of Beijing when Donald Trump was in office. I want to mention that to you so you all know the history here. I'm going to give you more history in a moment about Donald Trump and Panama to show you how this is also personal and petty to Donald Trump, as so much is, where he's upset that Panama previously adjudicated that Donald Trump can not have his business property in Panama several years ago. Here we have Donald Trump posting the following. Welcome to the United States Canal, with an American flag in the Panama Canal. This is similar to when Donald Trump started posting photos of himself with the American flag on the Swiss Alps and then called Canada the 51st state right there. So then Donald Trump posts the following too in response to the president of Panama. President of Panama responds to Trump's threats, which I just read for you. Every square meter of the Panama Canal belongs to Panama and will continue belonging to Panama. Trump's response is, we'll see about that. And again, more threats from Donald Trump here. Now, the history of Donald Trump and Panama. This is from March 5th, 2018. Panama, Trump hotel standoff ends as president surrenders physical control. Police bring a 12-day standoff with owners to an end. This is a Trump management company that was booted from Panama in 2018. Executives with Donald Trump's family hotel business have abandoned the management offices of a luxury hotel in Panama that has been the scene of a tense 12-day standoff over a business dispute with the hotel's owners. Trump's security guards also left the property. I'll show this B-roll now of the physical altercation of Trump's staff in 2018, like fighting with the owner of the hotel. Trump just had his name on it, but he ain't the owner of that hotel in 2018. Let's go take a look at it. It took place as Panamanian judicial officials and armed police escorted into the offices the owner of most of the units of the 70-story Trump-branded hotel in Panama City. In other words, Trump's company wasn't leaving, and they were pretending kind of like they were the owners, but they were basically squatting in the owner's hotel. The legal dispute involving Trump's company was expected to continue, but Monday's development from a judge in Panama from 2018 meant that Trump had effectively surrendered physical control of the property. Quote, "This was purely a commercial dispute that just spun out of control," said Orestes Fintelis, a private equity investor and the head of the hotel's owner association, shortly before entering the hotel management's offices. And today, this dispute has been settled by the authorities and the judges of this country. A Panamanian judicial official told Associated Press a statement would come later in the day, and the intervention by the Panama courts resolved the standoff between Trump's family hotel business and Fintelis, who sought to take physical control of the property on behalf of the hotel owners. Though the owners tried to fire Trump's company in 2017, the Trump organization disputed the termination as legally invalid and refused to hand over the property. Already the subject of litigation and arbitration complaints, the dispute escalated in 2018 when the Miami-based Fintelis came to the property with termination notices for Trump's management team, only to be turned back by Trump security officials. That's that video that you're seeing of like the fight taking place. And then they took the Trump, I'll show you another B-roll here, as they're taking the Trump International name off of the hotel. And the fight ended finally when Panamanian judicial officials accompanied police to kick out Trump's management people from the building that they didn't belong in, and then they removed the Trump name. Here's another article, Trump's Panama Tower used for money laundering by condo owners, report says. Trump Ocean Club in Panama drew people accused of corruption and future president benefited from laundered funds, the report said. Donald Trump's first international hotel venture, it opened in 2011 in Panama City Bay, a mix of condominiums, hotel rooms, and casinos. As one of the tallest structures in Latin America, it was a bold and lucrative expression of the Trump brand, earning him as much as $13.9 million in management fees and royalties in the last 3 years. But it says, based on a joint Reuters-NBC News investigation published alongside a report by the nonprofit Global Witness, said the skyscraper with Trump's name had ties to international organized crime, and it turns out that many people who live there were involving in illicit money like Russian gangster money, drug cartel money, and people smuggling money. According to those reports, Trump denied those allegations. And then finally, one of the hotel investors said that Trump evaded taxes in Panama. A court filing says that Trump's company, this is again from 2017-2018, says that Trump's company misrepresented salaries paid to employees and other financial records of the hotel to cut its tax bill. So there you have it right there, folks. That's the history in Panama. We'll keep you posted with more, but the Panama president striking back against Donald Trump.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.